Okay, so what if the entire instruction manual you've been using for your own body is just wrong? We're not here to talk about adding a few more years to your life. No, we're talking about redesigning it from the ground up, using an engineer's blueprint. So, let's pop the hood and take a look.
Just look at these two models on the screen. On the left, you've got the life we all know. Study, work, retire. It's one single, kind of exhausting cycle. But then, look at the one on the right. A multi-stage life, thriving, limitless, stretching out towards 180 years. This gets to the real heart of the matter. What if our bodies are actually these incredible, high-precision machines, designed for the long haul, and we're just really, really bad at the upkeep?
And that idea, right there, is the core of this whole approach. It's a huge shift in how we think about ourselves. We have to stop being passive patients, just waiting around for things to break. We need to start acting like the chief systems manager of the most complex machine on the planet, our own body.
This quote just nails it. The argument here is that we don't have faulty hardware. The human body is fully capable of keeping the vitality of a 30-year-old for well over a century. The problem is our maintenance schedule, or really the fact that we don't even have one. So the key takeaway is that this isn't some design flaw we're stuck with, it's a maintenance plan that we actually have the power to rewrite.
So if it's a maintenance failure, then where is all this damage actually coming from? Well, think about how a building can rot from the inside out, long before you ever see any cracks in the walls. Our bodies are facing a very similar kind of hidden internal corrosion, and it all starts with what we put in our mouths.
The main bad guy here, the main corrosive agent, is a process called glycation. And here's a great way to think about it. Imagine a bridge near the coast. The salt in the air slowly corrodes the steel rebar inside, weakening the concrete from within. Well, in our bodies, excess sugar does the exact same thing. It latches onto proteins, creating these gunked-up molecules that make our joints, our skin, even our arteries stiff and brittle. It's literally internal rust.
But here is the really good news. We can stop this corrosion. We can switch to a much cleaner fuel source. You see, our bodies are these incredible hybrid engines that are capable of running on two totally different types of fuel. And understanding this is the key to flipping the switch on our entire long-term health.
So on one side, you have the carbohydrate engine. Running on sugar and carbs is basically like firing up a dirty old coal power plant. It's super inefficient and it produces a ton of cellular soot, what scientists call reactive oxygen species, that just damages everything. But on the other side, you've got the lipid engine. When we switch to burning fats for energy, a state people often call ketosis, it's like flipping on a clean, super powerful nuclear reactor. It runs on these molecules called ketones, giving you peak efficiency with almost no damage. This image just visualizes that internal battle perfectly, doesn't it? You've got the smoky, clunky glucose engine versus the clean, powerful reactor running on fat. And this isn't just some cute metaphor. This is what's literally happening at a cellular level. The choice of which engine to run pretty much determines whether you are building your body up or slowly tearing it down.
Okay, so how do we actually make this switch? Let's talk about the clean fuels. We're talking about stable, healthy fats that our bodies were actually designed to thrive on. Things like butter, ghee, and coconut oil, olive oil and avocados, and high-quality animal fats. These are the premium fuels for your new clean burning engine.
But fuel is only half the equation, right? Any piece of high-performance machinery that's designed to last 180 years has to have a built-in autonomous self-repair protocol. And guess what? Your body has one. The problem is, most of us never ever give it a chance to turn on. This incredible process is called autophagy, which literally means self-eating. You can think of it as your body's internal housekeeping crew. It goes around your system, finds damaged cells, old proteins, and all sorts of other cellular junk, and just clears it out before it can cause problems like tumors or plaques. It's the ultimate anti-aging mechanism, and it's built right into you.
So how do we get it started? How do we activate it? Well, this analogy just says it all. You can't perform deep maintenance on a major bridge during rush hour, right? You can't shut down lanes while thousands of cars are trying to cross. You have to wait until the traffic stops. It's the exact same with our bodies. Your body can't start its deep cellular repair process while it's busy digesting and processing a constant stream of food.
And this is where something like intermittent fasting comes in. By creating a daily window with no food, like the 16-8 protocol you see here, you're giving your body the off-peak hours it desperately needs to close the bridge for maintenance. And it's so simple. You just fast for 16 hours, and yeah, sleep totally counts,
and then you eat all your meals within an 8-hour window. This simple schedule is what allows autophagy to finally get to work.
All right, now let's zoom all the way out. If we can actually manage our body's maintenance this well, what does that really mean for our lives? I mean, this isn't just about avoiding sickness. This is about fundamentally restructuring our entire idea of a human life. From our careers, to our fantasies, to our families, everything changes. That old three-stage life of study, work, retire, it's obsolete. This new model proposes a cyclical life. Imagine, not just one career, but several. You have your first big activity cycle, then a dedicated period of recalibration and learning in your late 50s, which launches you into a completely new second act. And that's followed by a third, where you shift into mentorship. The whole idea of retirement just kind of disappears. It's replaced by this dynamic, evolving sense of purpose.
So what does this feel like on a human level? It means you're not just a memory in a dusty photo album. You are the living library of your family's history. You're the one telling the stories, sharing the wisdom, and yet you're physically healthy enough to be out there hiking a mountain with generations that come long, long after you.
This new timeline also completely revolutionizes how we think about wealth. You know, compound interest is powerful, but its true magic is only unlocked by time. A 40-year investment horizon is great, but a 100-year horizon, that is world-changing. You're no longer just playing the market. You are literally buying into the entire forward progress of civilization itself. Time becomes your single greatest asset.
And this brings us to a really profound philosophical shift. When that frantic rush to achieve everything by age 40 or 50 just evaporates. What happens to your psychology? What changes inside you when your default setting is no longer urgency? The answer, really, is beautiful. You become patient. You stop building for the short term. You start building your life, your career, your relationships, like a cathedral, stone by stone, with a vision that goes way beyond your own immediate gratification, creating something that's meant to last for centuries.
And this brings us full circle, connecting the biology with the philosophy. The act of subtraction, of eating less, of consuming less, that's what unlocks the body's powerful repair mechanisms. And on a much grander scale, subtracting that constant nagging sense of urgency from your life is what adds a sense of timeless purpose. It stops being about just living longer and starts being about living deeper. And that choice, that shift, can begin right now.